Leadership is an ability that someone has which able to influence other people or moving a group in order to achieve the intended goals under his or her rule. They will not be able to achieve the desired objectives if there are no leader leading the group. A leader holds the power in order to manage a group of people that are working under them. Leadership effectiveness depends on the leader's role, performances, behaviors, and their attitude, even it involves with violence or coercion. A great leader had been considered as an individual who are able to inspire the movement of the politics as well as has the ability to bring change in various of aspects for the betterment during their administration or governance.
I will continue the presentation on the autocracy leadership type. Autocracy is a form of leadership in which absolute control lies in the hands of a single person. In addition, autocratic leaders make choices based on their own ideas and judgment and rarely accept advice from others. In order to differentiate autocratic leadership style with others, there are few characteristics that we need to know. One of it is the leader aim to keep the power to themselves. Next, political passivity and obedience of people, as people are not allowed to involve in the political arena. Furthermore, it also does not respect individual rights. Although the autocracy style seems to be so rigid, but it cannot be deniable that there are still advantages behind this kind of leadership. For example, it can improve overall communication between an organization. Decision making can be made faster and the leader can handle crisis situations effectively. Furthermore, there are disadvantages in it. For example, the autocratic government have the total control on the mass communication media. Next, it also put too high dependency on the leader and also lack of empowerment. In conclusion, the quality of the autocratic leadership is depend on the personal quality of the dictator. If the leader is good-hearted and is not self-serving, this form of leadership can lead the nation to a promising future. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
The next style of leadership is democracy. Democracy is one of the world's most popular form of government. The word democracy itself is formed from a combination of Greek words, which is demokratia, that refer to a government generated by the people. In other words, every decision must be based on the people's voice and collectively consider the country's need. Democracy also means as a system in which a leader gains power through the people's choice from general elections. The democratic system of government includes criteria considered as essential, which are: first, the citizenship. It is the most crucial aspect of democratic government. The second is the equations. When we talk about equality, it represents the equality of people without discrimination. The third is standard, free and fair choice. Citizens of country usually express their feeling and desire through the selections process by choosing officials to represent them in a government. Lastly, the separations of powers. The separation of power is essential to avoid any form of system of tyranny. In the context of our country, the democratic leadership in Malaysia is generally give priority to the interests of the people through the elections. The priority has been given to every layer of society, regardless different in religions, race, ethnicity, and political belief. Furthermore, Malaysia also practice parliamentary democracy when they make separations of power in the system of government. The feature of separations of power is essential in guaranteeing the right to individual freedom and being a wall to the abuse of power by the government in any aspect. So that's all from me. I pass for the next presenter.
Another leadership style is task-oriented and relationship-oriented. It is two different things between both of them. Where task-oriented leadership is a behavioral approach in which the leader focuses on the tasks that need to be performed in order to meet certain goal or to achieve a certain performance standard. As for relationship-oriented leadership, it is an approach which focuses on the job satisfaction, motivation, and work-life balance of the employees. For more detail, task-oriented leadership style is described where the leader will apply strict supervision to the implementation of the task of his subordinate. So, in this In this leadership, the leader uses his power to influence his subordinates to think and act according to his wishes, to obey the rules that apply in the organization. In a relationship-oriented leadership style, leaders will create friendship with subordinates and cultivate subordinates' confidence and mutual respect and trust among fellow subordinates. For example, where the leader will assist subordinates in completing their tasks and will also receive any suggestion from subordinates. So it shows that this style aims to instill confidence in those who work in an organization to meet the achievement of the goals and function of the organization.
I will explain about the next leadership, which is paternalism leadership. So what is the paternalism leadership? Paternalism leadership is a fatherly managerial approach in which usually the dominant person or the leader use their power to protect the subordinates or employees. The organization under this leadership is family-oriented, in which the employees are considered as family members. As the employees are considered as family, the employees are expected to believe the leader, which means the employees have to put their faith towards the leader on whatever decision the leader will make, due to the fact that the leader knows what is best for the organization. Even if the leader will make the decision for the organization, the leader still put the employees' interests and welfare as their main priority, since their opinion are important in the making of the decision. The advantage of the paternalism leadership is the employees under this leadership can manage the jobs and tasks given within the time. The employees also can work their hardest in making sure the goals of the organization are achieved, as the employees are considered as family, which they feel reassured as they are doing their tasks. However, there are also disadvantages of this leadership, which is the leader will have the tendency to disrupt the organization hierarchy. This is because since this organization is family-oriented, the leader will tend to be biased towards the several members of the organization. This will make the jealousy exist within the organization, which eventually will make the environment of the organization and the workplace will be cold between the organization, since the employees will no longer put their faith or be loyal towards the leader. So that's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, each of the leadership style able to give a various impact to its own governance as well as administration in its own way. There is a leadership style that is good and suitable to be practiced, which able to bring change for the betterment. However, there are also a leadership style that is not effective and not a good of choice at all, but it also can bring good things at some point of time.
So that's all from us. Thank you.